Hello, hello. I see I've got one viewer. Sorry, does this to me every time. Apparently I've got to get started before it lets me do what I want to do. Anyway, you don't want to be bored with all that. So, some business talk first. I don't normally do this, do I? But there's a few things I do need to talk about. Just pop. This is not what I need to talk about. This is what I'm using this afternoon. So I won't let you see my scrappy notes. So next week, next Tuesday, October the 1st, you can begin ordering card classes. Virtual live stream will be on the 24th of October. They're, I think, rather pricey. You can't really see you don't get any product and you can't really see what you're using. So as I do my own classes, that's not something that interests me. But if you're in the position where you have a block and you don't know what to create and you think that price is fair enough, well, go for it. Otherwise, you can come to my classes, which are usually about $30, or if we have product, it's 50, usually about 50, but they vary. So just follow my Facebook page and follow my blog, and you will see all the details. And also, the card class uses Traditions of Christmas, which is the one I used last week. It's got the beautiful paper I've just put away, so I won't grab that out. Hello, hello. Please say hello and tell me where you're watching from. I can see I've got 2 people watching at the moment. Don't be shy. Say hi and tell me where you're from. So also October the 1st, we have 2 different, well, they're not different, but 2 different offers of starter kits running from the 1st to the 31st of October. You can get $235 of product for $60, or the second offer is pay what you normally pay, which is $164, and you get $344 worth of product. So they're both pretty good deals. And at the moment, we have, right now, you can get the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar, which retails for $173. Includes 1 double stamp set. DSP and dies are unknown, though. That's probably not one that I will grab myself either. But we all like different things, don't we? So, okay. All right. Let's get cracking. So I am going to be using, I thought I'd try something a little bit different with these. I'm not using the paper, but I will show you the paper. You've probably seen it all over the internet. Where have I opened it? There. It's this black and white and gold. It's very pretty, but I wanted to go a different colourway. So I'm going to do a bit of something different. You can see that, I think. So this, like the back sides of these would be, as you can see, not just for Christmas. Some of it's definitely Christmas, but other pieces of it are not. And I will use the paper with the same dies, with something else that I bring to you over the next week or so. See the dots you could use for anything else, the squiggly lines, these little ones, you could use that for anything. So not just for Christmas, that one. But I was challenged the other day by my good friend and downlight Rhonda to use some watercolouring and use red and green, the traditional colours of Christmas. So I pulled out my stripes and dots stamp set that I have not even inked yet. I have now because I've been playing. So that's what I'm going to use. But first, I'm going to pop aside my watercolouring piece, because firstly I want to I want to get our trees done. I'd already done and cut out, but I thought I'd do them for you guys. But I obviously won't cut them out, but I can cut them out and use them for something else. Okay, we've got our green. What did I have? The green on the white. I did show you the stamp set, didn't I? It's a rather nice stamp set. Now, what's she done with the garden green ink? Under my Versamark over here. I hope you're all well and you've had a good week. Which I have had a good week. I was going to put that on my little mat so it didn't jump up and down. So this is this one. This tree. See how well that stamps? It's beautiful. And when you die cut it, you get this. Okay? That one aside. And also in the garden green. And this is, I'm stamping onto soft sea foam for this one. Just clean those off, and that will die cut to give us this. Put them up there. Let's clean those. I need to have that one clean anyway because I want to do some stamping onto some heat embossing next. Show you that later. Rather like that. This one, I'm not going to use it today, but I'll show you that later and show you what I did on one of the trees. I was going to do more, but you wouldn't believe how many trees I had, and then I still didn't have the right amount. Now, we want our this, and we want gold embossing powder. Probably should have reversed this and had it the other way around, but anyway, this is what I've done. So I don't have the Wow embossing powder yet, but it's on the way. It'll be here Monday. And I've looked at other people's embossing, and it does look really good, especially onto coloured cardstock. So I've decided I need it, and of course then there's always a wait to get it. So, but I didn't order until this sale, so because there was a couple of things I wanted when the sale was on. I need that again, don't I? So I'll just do this little beauty. There because I need that in a second. Just turn my... Oh, hi Sharon, how you going? Are you well? I'm just going to turn my volume off when I can find it. I think that's it. While I heat emboss, I might. Yeah. Volume back on. There we go. So that's the gold. And if you have the wow, it would be more of a wow than that. Now, to get on with a few things I was going to show you. We'll do more head embossing. This is just something I thought of. This we might use this, we might not. I'm just checking which orientation I want. 10.5 by. That's the same. I thought it was square, but I wasn't sure. So firstly we use our duster. I have got it a bit wider than what I need, so it's not going to matter too much if I mess up the edges, which often happens when you watercolour. I didn't actually use this piece that I did. I just wanted to show you, and I'll give you a choice of whether we use that piece or use the piece that I chose for my card. So that's our, you kind of have to do these separately, like, because if I want to do some white embossing, white on white, yes I know, but you'll see why I'm doing it. I'm not crazy. Well, not yet anyway. Just thought it was rather fun. That over there, we'll heat emboss that. Turn my volume off. Where is it? Where is it? There. Oh, I didn't turn it back on. It didn't go. Sorry, girls. I'm about to emboss again. I must have clicked it and it didn't come back on. I was saying that's a shame that Sharon's has no power, and hopefully her phone battery won't die. And now I've got to turn it off again because I'm going to emboss. sure that's on this time. Now make sure that's all, the powder's all melted. I might just do another spotty one. Oops. Gotta make sure they're clipped up, because you could have a disaster if not, couldn't you? Grab this one. And some more gold dots. Of course, this is as far as you would need to go. This would go lovely with the black and gold if you didn't have the paper and you wanted to do something like this. I'm all about giving you different options. So all right. Thanks for booking into my class, Sharon. Really appreciate that. So I can start getting prepared for it over the weekend, because I'm not into footy. If you're watching and you're in Australia, we have a grand final on Saturday, but I couldn't give a fig about about footy, so I won't be watching it. There we go, got that one. I might as well do the whole lot, but I mightn't watercolour the whole lot. Turn this on, turn this off. Okay, I might just do one more. Sure whether I dusted that, I think I did. And that one's a white one. Did turn my volume back, didn't I? Yes. Making me nervous now to check every time. Just thinking of that, and I hope I ordered the right embossing powder. I think I did. Okay. Oops, I forgot to turn that off this time. This is all too much for me, honestly. Let me put these stamps out the way. Clean the Versamark off later. I have got my volume on, yes. I'll just put a few things out the way. I think I do need my green, garden green. Now, bring in some watercolouring. This little, actually Rhonda asked me where I got these from. I said I've had them for years. I don't know where I got them from. You could use your little dishes here, but I don't know. I've just been using these. And what am I doing first? Red. I kept putting my brush in the wrong in the wrong pot when I was doing it yesterday. So I'm going to try not to do that. Just a few drops. And I found, I didn't think I had any cherry cobbler, but I do. After I didn't put the order in, I just thought, and I was looking before and I thought, what else haven't I got? And I found it. So be able to take that off my order. And a bit more, and I want the red where the white is. And I'm here to tell you I'm not very good. I don't know why my brush splits in the middle. I don't know why it does that. It'll come good and then it'll go off again. I've got a new one in the drawer. Did you know that our watercolour pens are back in stock? You just put watercolour pens in the search function. You will find them. Just making sure I've got my volume back on again. So we have our red ones. I can put that on there. So, actually I'm going to do my other piece. Which is also red. Can we see? Probably need to push that up a bit, don't I? This is where I often go crooked. I don't know why. Or maybe practice makes perfect, because that wasn't too bad. And then that one about there. Spoke too soon, didn't I? That is not good. Best if you can just lay it down and just go across. I don't know why I go uphill. Rhonda says she does the same. So I've got to try and just go downhill. And that works better. Okay. And I know that's not perfect, but as I said, I've got a piece done that with a bit of luck it worked out pretty good. And what I was going to say before is I found, when I was looking for my cherry cobbler, I thought, I wonder if I've got, you know, when we changed the re-inkers, I have some older pads, so I had kept some of those, and so that's what I was using for my card. Can we see? Got things not. Let me turn that around, because I'll be inclined to put it in the red and not the green, and this is garden green. Yeah, and I keep interrupting myself. So I found a couple of old re-inkers, so that's a good idea too. The old ones were not good for our current pads, but they're good for watercolouring. So let's try and see if I can go straight. This is the middle brush. And then I'm going wavy. Yeah, something like that. And then with these ones I did, what did I do? I did red across there. I'm just looking at my other sample. I might have done some red there too, did I? I turned up the other way, I'll be able to see what I did. Oh, yeah, red in between here, green in between here. Did find it easier to go in the lines once I had the lines out. Now I'm going to have to go back to the red, I think. I forgot what I did. It was only yesterday and I forgot what I did. I must have gone here as well. And then a green one. I'm concentrating on the colours. A green one here. Probably got way too much ink there, but you get the idea, which is all I wanted to show you, was the idea. Because I've already done some yesterday and cut them down to what I wanted. So that's what we're aiming for, okay? I might quickly race out. I won't be racing because I don't want to spill this, and get this out the way because I don't want to have an accident. Okay, now I have questions for you. There must be any pieces. What have we got here? I'm just going to pop these here. Where's my other card? Where's my card I did? Oh, there it is underneath there. I'm going to put these embossing powders up out the way. Because we can have this background or we can have a different one. Now, where's my trees? There and there, and our other tree goes in the middle. That's soft sea foam, the one in the middle. Or we can I will add some garden green ink to this. So do we want it on the green, or do we want it on, well, they're both green, or do we want it on the one where I've swiped white ink pad? I was going to use it yesterday and I felt like it was too much white. See what you think. Or do we want, again, I felt like this was too much yesterday. I might be feeling different today. Or do we want that? Oops. It's all about decisions, isn't it? I'll have to cut that edge off there because that's a little bit shabby. I'm not going to have it like that. I'm just doing it rough. So like that. So gold embossed on white, gold embossed on green, or plain stripes on white, plain stripes on green. What do we think? Can someone comment so we can go ahead with our card? Hello, anyone going to tell me what to use, or will I just make an executive decision myself? Might go with a different greeting this time. I'm going to use, these are the ones that we're going to use for the class, Sharon. That's why I said there was no stamping. So I think I want to use this one. I used a different one from my other card, but it doesn't matter. You get 2 sheets of each. I think there's just 2. I'd have to pull it out to see. And what I did, and I forgot that, I stuck it, or adhered it, I suppose I should say, on a piece of, is that wrong enough? It's my cherry cobbler scrap. You are a bit late, love. What you been doing? Have you been stamping? Hello, Rhonda. That's who I'm talking to. Put that on there. Did you miss what I was asking you to choose? You're good at choosing. So we can do that on the green. We can do that on the green. Or we can do it on the white. You have to tell me whether you want white swipe. I will add some ink to that if we choose that one. With embossing, with or without embossing, and with or without white swipe. That might be easier. I'm just going to adhere this greeting onto here because I felt like it needed to be lifted. These are, you can just take this off and put a dimensional on it. I will put a dimensional on it, but what I'm going to do is fussy cut around it. Hopefully I've got enough. Yes, I do. To do both sides, to do both edges. Gold embossed on green. 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 No white swipes. Okay, we'll put that out the road. Thank you, girls. I'll just fussy cut this because I have to do it anyway. You can, I saw somebody else said to sponge over it. I did that and I didn't quite like it, so with another one. So I don't like wasting, so I wasn't going to do it with this. I think when you put the sponging on it, especially particularly with red, with cherry cobbler, it doesn't come out as dark as it does if you use cardstock. And I feel like if you use a blend, it might be too dark. See if I can cut this properly. But anyway, I'm pretty sure they'll lift up if you don't think you've done a good enough job. Chop that so I can maneuver a little bit better. Around she goes, around we go. Chop that off. Just put it in my little dish so I don't lose it. So now we want some green ink on here, which is what I did with my other one. So I'm glad you all agree with me on the colours. Just, it doesn't make a lot of difference, but you can see there it does. You don't think, I should say that you don't think it makes a lot of difference, but it actually does. There's a lot of potential with this set. It's got the big star and the big bauble. I can't wait to do more with it. Been concentrating on my little class that I've been prepping for, and Miss Rhonda and I had a bit of a play on Monday. Made some beautiful cards. We will show you, Sharon. I can't show them online, I'm sorry. Oh, that's going nice and dark. I don't think I had this re-inked when I was doing my other one. So it's a lot of ink. Now, a lot. Who started their Christmas cards? I know Rhonda has just. What did we use the other day? Doves. And it was her first play with them. I said, seriously, what have you been doing? Oh, look at that, got ink everywhere. Let's grab a wipe. All over my ink pad. Must have had it on my fingers. Funny how that happens, isn't it? Hopefully they're clean now, because I don't want to get them on any white parts of my card. Actually, I know what else I wanted to do. Well, I had the green. I thought for the inside, might be nice if I did that. Let's just use a bit of scrap and just gently put some garden green ink over it. I do love this folder. Like I said last week, was it last week? I nearly wasn't going to get this. I didn't initially order it, but I'm so glad I did. I've used it heaps. And see how that just brings out the texture of the embossing. I think that'll do with that. Right there, because otherwise I'll lose it. Now, I think we can adhere our embossed piece to our card front. If I can pick it up. It's bad when you cut your nails. Oops. Got a big gooby on there. When you haven't got nails to pick anything up. It's a bit annoying. I think I'll put it that way because I've gone a little bit to one side there. Oops. Need to come down. Down and across. Oh, goodness sake. I'm butterfingers today. Now I've got glue on my fingers, which I hate. Hate. Okay, looks somewhat straight. And these are from the banners. I didn't show you that I was using them. So just choose the two that you think. I think it was these two. Yeah. If you've got the banners, you can. And it depends on the proportions of your card, because if you're in the USA, your card proportions will be different to ours. This card is just a standard size normal card. I'm not sure what you call that. Is it A6? I'm not into what sizes mean, really. Now, no. Love the bauble. Oh yes, you did with those cards you showed me the other day. No white swipe, gold embossed on green. So which piece are we using? This piece or this piece? The without the gold or with the gold? I need to cut that there too if we're going to use that. Maybe I'll just show you that again. Maybe I'll put the trees on here and then show you. Maybe. Maybe I'll use seal because I don't like getting it on my fingers. Just looking at the position on my other card. And that one is about there. And this one, that's a bit low, isn't it? I don't think, no, I didn't dimension any of these pieces because I wanted to dimension my, oh, did I? I think I did dimension this, doesn't matter, I can do it now. I think I did do the tree, the last tree, and then I did the sentiment, part of the sentiment, I think anyway, it doesn't matter. If you want to dimension things, you dimension things. If you don't, you don't. Get off me fingers. I shouldn't have done that. Goodness me. Yeah, just about wrecked me tree, didn't I? I would have to cut another one. Wouldn't that be a shame? That way. That in the center like that. So we'll either have that, we could even do without the this little piece. I should not have put that on, should I? I should have made sure it was the right size, but we can do that. Or we can do that. Just going to make sure it's the right size, but just chop that off there. I'll just cut that bit off while you're thinking. If you're thinking what I was thinking yesterday, I felt like it was a bit too much, but that just gives you an idea of how to use that stripes, what is it, dots and stripes set. I'm just going to chop that off to make it neater. I probably cut too much off it, but that's all right. We might not use it anyway. With gold. You think with the gold? Okay. This one, Rhonda. Put it that way round, I reckon. So I've got the green the red on the green, and then I've got the green on the, well, it doesn't really matter, does it? Like that. Oh, your power's back on, yes. Okay. Let's use a bit of glue for that. I was going to say it was a lot of work if we're not going to use it. And I'll show you what else I did with these pieces. I tried all sorts of things. Sometimes it's just fun to play. And then I thought, now, come on, get a move on. You need to have something for your live tomorrow. You can't just sit here playing with all different things. I really wanted to do this in blues and purples. So this just would show you that you don't have to stick to the colours that are actually in the set. See, I like that. I love that. I might even pop this up too. I might. I don't think I did on the other one. Oh yeah, I did. Let's get some dimensionals. Oh, I was going to ask, but I don't think I will. I don't think we'll use that. Can't now because I've put dimensionals all over this. I did have some sprigs of, oh, come here, cut out of the Traditions of Christmas set coming out from there, but I decided it was a bit of overkill. What did I do with them? I don't know, it doesn't matter. I didn't use them on the last one either. Don't know, you could hardly see them, so I felt like I'd done enough with what I had done. So that like that, and then like I said, I dimensioned that on. I'm just wondering, there is a lot of white on this, but I'm going to be a bit naughty. Is it like me to be naughty? And use, hang on, I don't want that on there, do I? I don't want that one on there. I'm shifting because it's just needs glue on that, because we can't have one part high and one not. Oh, but I've done it the opposite way round, haven't I? Done. Just as well I realised before I put it down though. I'm going to have that like that, so I could have one there as well. Take these ones off. Maybe I can use them on something else, don't know. It's not going to come off my finger. Get off. Right. Next time I need to dimension something, I will use that. So then, I don't know why, but I like to pop things on an angle. Now I'm going to use some retired, well and truly retired. I've got loads of this stuff. Not just this one, I've got loads of whatever, and not many of my customers buy the gold twine off me anyway, so, and white would work. I just feel there's probably a lot of white on this card. Now I've doubled that because I want to do a double bow. Let's see how we go doing a double bow while I'm live. I think I need to have a bit more tail than that. I've got hardly any, sorry, I've got hardly any tail there. I don't know what I did there. I like having long tails on my ribbon or my twine, and that wasn't going to work. Did anyone know? I never know whether to start further down there, because that's got to, I figure that's got to go round and round again. It's pretty tricky with this stuff. Usually I can, with the baker's twine, I can wet it so it stays together, but I can't with this. Yeah, I think I should have come down here a bit. Maybe. Oh, come on. Come on. I'll have to learn Kayla's way. She does it a certain way, and I haven't tried yet, so oh, gosh. I did know this would happen. Should have tied it before, shouldn't I? Now I haven't got two round there. Oh, come on. It's not working. There we go. Just going to have short tails if I can get this to work. Come on, where's my other end? Now I can't find my other end. Drat. Oh, come on. Now the darn thing's going to go into a knot. The universe is against me today. Aha, I think she's got it. Finally, you're saying. Finally, she's tied a bow. Not really how I wanted it. That might have to do. Got Andy's going everywhere. Let's see if I can. My other one, I pushed it. What did I do? Pushed it underneath there. Yeah, I think that's going to be all right. I'm just going to. This is a really old one that we had that had the potential to come undone, so really want to get it tight. That's pretty tight. Now a glue dot. Thanks, Sharon. Where's my little... I love my little thingy. It's not to take your pick, but I seem to reach for it heaps. I guess it's just what you get used to. Push that on the end of there, and then this is going to go under there. I'll have to chop a bit of that off, but that's all right. And live with that. And we can have some of these beautiful things. That these are what you'll be getting for the class, Sharon. They're rather pretty gold sort of doodads. Just don't go just yet. I Oops, you're going to go there, are you? Must have flicked the wrong way round. Come on. And I'll have a little one up the top. Come here. Come here. Oh, my paper isn't sticking. I have to put a block or something on top of it. And we need our, see, I wasn't thinking I'll put that way, but that's okay. We can have it to the side. Doesn't matter. And you can do the same on your envelope too. That's our inside, and I'll just show you what I've been playing with as well. With these stripy things. Out the road. These are all my bits. So there's my foliage. So you wouldn't have seen much of it anyway. So I decided I didn't need that or that. So I die cut. I did some on soft sea foam, and I die cut a tree, so you could do that. What else did I do? I did one in gold, and I embossed it with the same folder. It's gold on a white. That's gorgeous. Gold on a green. And that was using this stamp that I showed you before. I should have come down a bit with my second one, but I would still use that. So I thought that was nice, and well, it is stamping, but a quick way to do that. And then did I show you that one? I think I did. What else have I got in here? I also cut one out of the stripy one, out of that one. So could have probably used, I don't know, maybe that I could have used. I didn't, but I could have used that. Yeah, so it's a very fun set. As you can see, I tried everything every which way, and this one is probably about the same, except I've used so I've got one of each now, so thanks girls for choosing that one. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little presentation. Oh, do you like it that much? Thanks, Rhonda. You'll have to case it. Yeah, if you want different colours other than the black and gold, I think would be nice. And yeah, I'd like to try using some blues. I love blues for Christmas. So, okay. So thanks everyone for joining me and joining in the chat. That's been great. I hope to see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.